Starting to settle in, let go of any tension held in your body from the day. And start to bring your attention to your breath. Feeling the deep inhale, filling your belly, your chest, and then letting it all the way out. Starting to bring a slight constriction to the back of your throat for Ujjayi breath. You're welcome to employ this breath throughout the practice as a place to focus and as an opportunity to be strong in your breath and match it to your practice. So as we get started today, I want us to start off practice by talking a little bit about being fine. This tiny little word that masks all of our feelings, our experiences, and truths, and bundles them into a nice little package that is acceptable for the world. How many times a day do you say, "I'm fine"? And how many times a day is that not true? As we move through our practice today, I encourage you to sink fully into the safe space that is the four corners of your mat and start to allow yourself to feel the feelings, the heat, the beauty, and the challenge that fine may be covering up. As you start to settle in, feeling your hands ground down into the mat, taking a deep breath in here together. And exhale, release all the way out through your mouth. On an inhale, start to slowly roll forward, coming into tabletop position. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, swaying side to side, finding your center. On an inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze for cow pose. Exhale, curl and round your spine for cat. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze. Exhale, curl and round for cat. One more time, inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze. Exhale, chin to chest for cat. Then inhale, make your way back to center. On an inhale, sweep your right hand high to the sky. Exhale, circle it down and back for table. Inhale, sweep your left hand to the sky. Exhale, circle down for table. On an inhale, look over your right shoulder towards your right foot for a bend. Exhale, center. Inhale to the left. Exhale, center. Two more times like this. Inhale, right. Exhale, center. To the left. Center. One more time, both sides. On your own breath. Pausing and center. From here, start to jump rope your spine, doing big barrel rolls, warming up into all corners of your back, your belly. Really taking this opportunity to let this be the first moment that you do exactly what feels good in your body. Maybe you come front to back, side to side. Whatever you do both directions, even it out. And we'll all meet back in one breath at table. From here, inhale, tuck your toes, lift your knees just 1 inch above the ground to hover. Zipping belly button to spine, draw shoulders down, back and in, gaze slightly in front of your hands. On an exhale, push your hips up and back, coming into downward facing dog. Checking that your feet or hips width distance are wider Maybe walking your hands one half print, handprint wider to give your shoulders some space. On an inhale, look forward, start to roll all the way into high plank position, drawing shoulders down, back and in, zip hips to ribs. On an exhale, push your hips up and back, downward facing dog. 2 more times like this. Inhale, look forward, roll all the way into high plank. Exhale, push your hips up and back, downward facing dog. 1 more time. Inhale, roll all the way to the top of the mat. Pause. Zip belly button to spine. Option here for the knees. Safe for the exhale. Inhale, look forward, lean forward, bringing your shoulders in front of your fingertips. Exhale, lower as slow as you possibly can, coming all the way to the ground. Inhale, lift your chest, lift your gaze for cobra. Exhale, bring your forehead to the mat. Ground down through the tops of your feet, press down through your hips. Inhale, shine your chest forward for cobra. Exhale, forehead to mat. This time, option to walk your hands down to your low ribs. And on an inhale, push all the way up, straightening through your arms, lifting your thighs off the mat for up dog. Exhale, push your hips up and back, coming into downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet, bend through your knees, wiggle your hips. And then pause, exhaling into stillness. On an inhale, look forward, bend deep through both knees. Exhale, walk, step, or hop, coming to the top of the mat. Bringing toes towards center, they may or may not touch, slight space between your heels. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins or thighs. Exhale, forward fold. Bring a deep bend to your knees, bringing your chest to your thighs. Option to grab opposite elbows with opposite hands. Maybe you sway back and forth, coming into ragdoll. On an inhale, release your grip, plant your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. On an inhale, plant your left hand directly below your nose. Lift your right hand high to the sky for a twist. Option for a deep bend in your left knee. Feeling the stretch in your right hamstring and your chest. Exhale, circle your hand down, switch hands, plant your right hand, sweep your left hand high to the sky, deep bend in your right knee. Exhale, circle your hands around, bringing them to the mat or blocks. On an inhale, halfway lift. Bring your hands back behind your sacrum, interlace your fingers for a slight bind, broadening through the chest. Exhale, fold all the way forward for a shoulder stretch. Hands can stay up by your sacrum or fall towards the floor. On an inhale, release your hands to the mat. Heel toe your toes towards center, slight space between your heels. On an inhale, bend your knees, take your hips, hands come high for chair pose. Grounding down through all 4 corners of your feet, checking that you can see your toes in front of your knees, drawing the tailbone down, engaging belly button to spine, arms come high. On an exhale, sweep your hands back, dive slightly forward, chair plane, drawing your elbows together in space, broadening through the chest. Inhale, hands come high for chair. Exhale, sweep your hands back, gaze comes forward. Option this time to come to your tippy toes for drinking bird. Then inhale, hands come high for chair. Pause for the exhale, sink a little bit lower. Inhale, sweep your hands high, straighten through your legs for a mountain. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins or thighs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, plant your hands, step back, coming into high plank. Look forward, lean forward. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pausing here, grounding down. On an inhale, lift your right leg high to the sky for three-legged dog. Leveling out your hips, flex through your right foot like you're planting your foot on the back wall. On an exhale, draw knee to nose, pause at the top, and then plant your foot between your hands for low lunge. Checking in here that your feet are on railroad tracks, not a tightrope. 90-degree bend in your front knee, leveling out through the hips. Inhale, straighten through the front leg, coming into tiger pose. Forehead towards your shin. Inhale, extend your spine. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper. Stay for one more inhale. Exhale, bend into your front knee, coming into low lunge. Finding stability in your stance. On an inhale, sweep your hands high to the sky for high lunge. Pausing here, maybe bring your hands to your hips, leveling out, tailbone points down, belly button to spine, broadening through the chest. Sweep your hands high for high crescent. On an exhale, lean slightly forward, sweep your right hand back, left hand forward for a slight twist. Inhale, sweep your right hand high for high crescent. Exhale, sweep your back, spin your back heel down, arms come wide for warrior two. Grounding down here, ensuring that your knee lines up with the middle toes of your front foot. Option for your front heel to align up with your back arch or your back heel. Leveling out through the pelvis, broadening through the chest for a strong warrior two. On an inhale, sweep your right hand up and back, coming into reverse warrior. Pause here, bend a little bit deeper into that front leg. And exhale, bring your right elbow to right knee, left hand high for side angle. Engage strongly through the right oblique, pulling your body out of your shoulder, making sure you're not dumping into that right shoulder. And then inhale, one more time up and back, reverse warrior. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to frame your foot. Step your right foot back. Inhale, look forward, lean forward, option for the knees. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep your left foot high to the sky. Same as the other side, leveling out the hips, flexing through your left foot. Exhale, knee to nose, pause at the top. Plant your left foot between your hands for a low lunge. Grounding down here, widening your stance, stabilizing your core. On an inhale, straighten through your front leg, coming into tiger's pose. Forehead towards your shin. Inhale, extend through the crown of your spine, or crown of your head. Exhale, knee towards your nose. Pause for one more inhale. Exhale, bend deep into your front knee, coming into low lunge. Zipping up through your thighs. On an inhale, sweep your hands high to the sky for high lunge or high crescent. Exhale, tilt forward, sweep your left hand back, coming into a twist. Inhale, sweep your hands high. Exhale, spin your back heel down, arms come wide for warrior two. Again, checking in with your hips and your knee, making sure it's in line with your front toes. Arms come wide, broaden through the chest. Inhale, left hand comes high for reverse warrior. Bend deep into that front knee. Exhale, left elbow to left knee, side angle. Again, lifting slightly out of that shoulder, engaging through the oblique. Inhale one more time, up and back, reverse warrior. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to frame your foot. Step back, move slowly through your vinyasa. Always option for the knees. Option for cat-cow. Or you can always just meet back in downward facing dog. From here, we'll move breath to movement through that sequence 2 times. So inhale, lift your right leg high to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, plant your foot. Inhale, straighten through the front leg, tiger's pose. Exhale, deep bend, low lunge. Inhale, sweep your hands high, high lunge. Exhale, tilt forward, right hand back for a twist. Inhale, right hand high. Exhale, spin your back heel down, arms come wide, warrior two. Inhale, right hand up and back, reverse warrior. Exhale, right elbow to knee, side angle. One more time, up and back, reverse. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to frame your foot. Step back, high plank. Inhale, look forward, lean forward. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep your left leg high to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, plant your foot, low lunge. Inhale, sweep your hands to the sky, high crescent. Exhale, tilt forward, sweep your left hand back for a twist. Inhale, hands come high. Exhale, spin your back heel down, arms come wide, warrior two. Inhale, left hand comes high, reverse. Exhale, left elbow to knee, side angle. Inhale one more time, up and back, reverse. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to frame your foot. Step back, high plank. Inhale, look forward, lean forward. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time, just like that. Inhale, float your right foot high. Exhale, knee to nose, plant your foot. Inhale, sweep your hands to the sky. Exhale, tilt forward, right hand comes back for a twist. Inhale, sweep your hands high. Exhale, twist your left heel down, arms come wide, warrior two. Inhale, flip your right hand up and back, reverse. Exhale, elbow to knee, left hand high, side angle. Inhale one more time, up and back, reverse. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to frame your foot, step back, move through your vinyasa. We'll all meet back in downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left heel to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, plant your foot. Inhale, sweep your hands high. high crescent. Exhale, tilt forward, left hand back for a twist. Inhale, hands back to center. Exhale, spin your back heel down, arms come wide, warrior two. Inhale, flip your left palm up and back, reverse. Exhale, elbow to knee, right hand high, side angle. Inhale, one more time, up and back, reverse. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to frame your foot. Step back, move through your vinyasa. Always option for cat-cow or to meet right back in downward facing dog. We'll take 2 breaths here in down dog. From your down dog, inhale, lift your right heel high to the sky for 3-legged dog. Exhale, open your hip for fire hydrant. Option to roll your hip around, draw circles with your knee. And then inhale, back to 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, plant your foot, little lunge. We've been here before. Leveling out the hips, widening the stance. On an inhale, sweep your hands high for high crescent, high lunge. Grounding down here, slight bend to your back knee, leveling out the pelvis. Tipping belly button to spine. On an exhale, lean forward, sweep your hands back for arrow lunge. Again, pausing here, drawing belly button to spine. Feeling the strength in your right leg. And inhale, come back to high lunge. This time exhale, sweep your hands to heart center, lean forward, bringing your weight into your right leg, slowly lifting through the left leg, coming into warrior three. Or pause here, level out the hips, flex through the left foot. On an inhale, come to standing, bring your left knee towards your chest for crane. Exhale, straighten through the left leg for an extension. Feel the strength in your quad and your hips. And then on an inhale, bring your knee back to your chest for crane. Pause for your next inhale. And then exhale, start to tilt forward, kicking back through your left foot. Coming into warrior three. On an inhale, broaden through the chest, lift a little bit more through your left foot. And then exhale, start to bring your hands towards the earth, coming into a standing split. Breathe here, opening and closing the hip a little bit, coming into that standing L pose. And then on an exhale, start to bend deep through your front knee, stepping all the way back with your left foot, coming into low lunge. On an inhale, step your right foot back to meet your left. Pause for the exhale. Inhale, look forward, lean forward. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Repeat on the left side. Sweep your left foot high to the sky for 3-legged dog. Exhale, bend your knee, open your hip for hydrant. Option here to draw circles with your knee, wiggling out through the hips, loosen it up. And then on an inhale, coming back to 3-legged dog. Exhale, bring knee to nose, plant your foot, coming into low lunge, widening your base, finding your stability. On an inhale, sweep your hands high to the sky, coming into high crescent. Pause here, find that stability and strength in your front leg. On an exhale, sweep your hands back, gaze comes forward, arrow lunge. Drawing your elbows together in space, feeling the strength in your front leg. Inhale, sweep your hands high, crescent. On an exhale, sweep your hands to heart center. This time, starting to lean forward, dragging your back toe towards your front foot until you can lift it into warrior three. Pausing here, slight bend in your standing knee, flex through your right foot. And on an inhale, start to bend through your right knee, bringing it towards your chest for crane. Exhale, kick out through your right foot for a leg extension. Inhale, knee to chest, crane. Exhale, tilt forward, kick back, coming back into warrior three. On an inhale, broaden through your chest, lift your back foot. Exhale, come into standing split or standing L pose. Again, leveling out through your hip, pointing, or flexing your foot. Pause for one more inhale. Exhale, start to bend deeply through your left leg. Step your right foot back as far as it goes, coming into low lunge. From here, inhale, step your left foot back to meet your right, and move through your vinyasa. Moving high to low. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, meeting back in downward facing dog. Taking one full deep breath here. Exhale, let it all the way out. We'll move through this sequence 2 more times, breath to movement. Inhale, left foot or right foot high to the sky, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, plant your foot. Inhale, sweep your hands high, high crescent. Exhale, sweep your hands back, arrow lunge. Inhale, hands come high, high crescent. Exhale, hands to heart center, look forward, lean forward, come to warrior three. Inhale, knee to your chest, standing tall for crane. Exhale, extend through your left foot for an extension. Inhale, knee to chest. Exhale, tilt forward, kick back, warrior three. Inhale, broaden through the chest. Exhale, dive forward, standing splits. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend through your right knee, step back with your left foot, low lunge. Plant your hands, step your right foot back to meet your left, and move through your vinyasa. Slow from high to low. Inhale, cobra, up dog. Exhale, meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, float your left heel to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, plant your foot. Inhale, sweep your hands high, high crescent. Exhale, float your arms back, arrow lunge. Inhale, hands come high. Exhale, hands to heart center, look forward, lean forward, lift through the right heel for warrior three. Inhale, bring your knee to chest for crane. Exhale, straighten through your heel, engage through your quads. Inhale, back to crane. Exhale, look forward, tilt forward, kick through your back heel for warrior three. Inhale, broaden through the chest, lift through your back heel. Exhale, dive forward for standing splits. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, deep bend your front knee, step back, coming into low lunge. Ground down through your hands. Inhale, step your left foot back to meet your right. And then moving through your vinyasa, slowly from high to low. Inhale, cobra up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll move through that one more time. Inhale, right foot sweeps high to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, plant your foot. Inhale, sweep your hands to the sky, high lunge. Exhale, brings your hands back, gaze comes forward, arrow lunge. Inhale, sweep your hands high. Exhale, hands to heart center, look forward, lean forward, lift through your left heel, warrior three. Inhale, left knee to chest for crane. Exhale, kick out through your left heel, engage through your quad. Inhale, back to crane. Exhale, tilt forward, kick back through your left foot, coming into warrior three. Inhale, broaden through the chest, lift through the heel. Exhale, dive forward, left heel comes high, standing split. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, deep bend in the right leg, step your left foot back, low lunge. Plant your hands, step your right foot back to meet your left. Moving through your vinyasa, meeting in downward facing dog. On an inhale, sweep your left foot high to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, plant your foot. Inhale, sweep your hands high, high crescent. Exhale, hands sweep back, gaze comes forward, arrow lunge. Inhale, sweep your hands to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center, lean forward, look forward. Slowly lift your right heel off the earth, warrior three. Inhale, right knee to chest for crane. Exhale, kick through your right heel, engage through your quad. Inhale, back to crane. Exhale, tilt forward, kick back through your right heel, warrior three. Inhale, broaden through the chest. Exhale, dive forward, standing splits. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend deeply through the left knee, step back, coming into low lunge. Inhale, plant your hands, step back, look forward, lean forward. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale, cobra, up dog. Exhale, meet in downward facing dog. We'll pause here for a few breaths. Option for child's pose, option to get a drink. And feeling the heat you've generated in your body and the balance. And checking in with how you're feeling. Are you feeling fine? Are you feeling good? Are you feeling bad? Really acknowledging whatever feelings are coming up for you right now. Meeting back in downward facing dog on your next breath. Inhale, look forward, bend deep through your knees. Exhale, walk, step, or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins or thighs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, arms come high for mountain. Exhale, cactus, your arms shine right through your chest for a back bend. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, one more time, cactus back bend. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins or thighs. Exhale, forward fold. On an inhale, lift your left heel towards your glute. Exhale, step back, coming into low lunge. Lowering the left knee, untuck the toes. Start to walk your right foot out towards the right side of your mat, bringing your toes to point towards about 2 o'clock. Wiggling back and forth here, finding your center and your lizard pose. Option to bring your hands to blocks or your forearms to the blocks or the mat. Also an option to come to the outer edge of your right foot, bringing your right hand to the inside of your right thigh for a little additional opening. Inhale, extending your chest, broadening through the chest. Exhale, folding forward. Repeating that on your own breath. From here, option to bend your back knee, reaching your right hand back to catch your left foot for a quad stretch. Kicking the top of your foot into your hand, pulling your foot towards your glute. And then releasing the bind, bringing your both hands back to the mat. Start to heel toe your right foot back to center. On an inhale, straighten through your front leg, coming into half splits. You may have to walk your front foot a little bit further forward to feel the stretch. I like to windshield wiper my flexed foot back and forth, really feeling that initiation of the twist from my hip. And on your next exhale, bending deep into your front knee, coming back into low lunge. Inhale, sweep your hands high to the sky. Exhale, cactus back bend. Inhale, sweep your hands high. Exhale, circle your hands down to frame your foot, tuck your back toes, lift your knee. And on an inhale, straighten through your front leg, coming into tiger's pose. Come high on the ball of your back foot, scissor through your thighs, forehead towards your shin. Feeling the stretch in your right hamstring, outer hip. And then on an exhale, start to bend deep into your right knee, bringing your weight into your right foot. And slowly starting to lift your left foot, coming into standing split. From here, ground your right hand down directly underneath your nose. It can be on the floor or on a block. Draw belly button to spine, your left hand to your left hip, and slowly start to open up into standing half moon. Pick a point on the floor focus on to keep your balance. Flex through your left foot, broaden through your chest. Option to lift your left hand high. Balancing here, feeling your strength. On an exhale, start to bend deep into your right knee, dropping your left foot back towards the back of the mat. Sweeping your hands up, coming into warrior two. On an inhale, sweep your right hand high for reverse warrior. Exhale, elbow to knee, side angle. Inhale, back to warrior two. From here, inhale, straighten through the right leg, tip all 10 toes forward, 5-pointed star. Exhale, circle your hands to your hips, slight bend to your knees. Inhale, broaden through the chest. Exhale, forward fold, coming into a wide-legged forward fold. Option to walk your hands back between your feet or behind your heels for a little additional stretch, or walk your hands forward for a deep forward fold. And slowly walk your hands up underneath your shoulders. On an inhale, tip all 10 toes slightly to the left. Exhale, bend deep into your left knee for Skandasana or Kung Fu lunge. Pausing here. On each exhale, sinking a little deeper. On your next inhale, coming back to center, tip all 10 toes slightly to the right. Exhale, bend deep into your right knee. One more time each side. Inhale all the way up, shift your toes. Exhale, sink deep to the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale back to center. And slowly start to walk your hands toward your right foot, bringing all 10 toes to face the top of your mat, coming into low lunge on the right side. Inhale, straighten through the front leg, tiger's pose. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, plant your hands, step back, look forward, lean forward. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward, bend deep through your knees. Exhale, walk, step, or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, or inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bring your right heel towards your glute. Exhale, step all the way back, coming into low lunge. Grounding down here, feeling the stretch through your right hip flexor. And then lowering your back knee, untuck your toes. Start to heel toe your left foot out to the side, pointing your toes toward 10 o'clock. Option to stay here or start to come to the outer edge of your left foot. Bring your left hand inside your left thigh, give it a little bit of tension. Also an option to bring your forearms to the mat or to blocks, whatever feels best in your hips today. Option to stay here or bend through your right leg, reaching your left hand back to catch your right foot. Slowly kicking the top of your right foot into your left hand for a quad stretch. Inhale, extending through the chest. Exhale, bend forward. Repeat this on your breath. And then on your next inhale, release your foot if you have it. Bring your hands back to the earth or to mat, to blocks. Start to heel toe your foot back to center. And on an inhale, straighten through your front leg, coming into half splits. Option to flex your foot and windshield wiper back and forth. Or simply bring your forehead towards your shin. Pause for one more inhale. And on an exhale, start to bend through your front knee, coming into low lunge. Inhale, sweep your hands high at the sky. Exhale, cactus your arms for a back bend. Inhale, sweep your hands high. Exhale, frame your foot. Tuck your toes, lift your knee, coming into low lunge. On an inhale, straighten through your front leg for tiger's pose. Exhale, deep bend in your front knee, starting to bring your weight into that front knee. Hands come one palm print in front of your foot. And slowly start to lift your right heel high for standing splits. From here, grabbing a block, plant your hand directly below your nose on the block or on the mat. Engaging strong through your left leg and your belly button to spine. Bring your right hand to your hip and slowly start to open up, coming into standing half moon. Flexing through your right foot, opening up, stacking right hip on top of left. Pausing for one more breath, option to lift your right hand to the sky. And on an exhale, start to bend deep into your left leg, bringing your right foot back, coming into warrior two. Inhale, sweep your left hand high, reverse warrior. Exhale, elbow to knee, side angle. And then inhale back to warrior two. Pause for the exhale. Inhale, straighten through the front knee, tip all 10 toes in, 5-pointed star. Exhale, hands to the hips, slight bend to the knees. Inhale, broaden through your chest. Exhale, dive forward, forward fold. Same options here. If there's an inversion that you prefer, more than welcome to take that here, or just enjoy the stretch in your hamstrings. Maybe wiggling back and forth to find that just right spot. From here, bring your hands under your shoulders. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, tilt all 10 toes to the left, sink to the left for Skandasana. Option this time to float your arms out to the sides for a little extra heat. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Drop both hands. Start to walk your hands over toward the left side, bringing all 10 toes to face the front of the mat, coming into low lunge. Inhale, straighten through the front leg, tiger's pose. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, plant your hands, step back, look forward, lean forward. Make this the slowest chaturanga you've had all day. Inhale, cobra, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. From here, look forward, bend your knees, and walk, step, or hop, bringing your feet to the outside of your hands, dropping low, coming to Malasana, or squat. Option here to bring a block underneath your hips, feeling that stretch in your inner thighs. On an inhale, bring your right hand outside of your right foot. Left hand comes high for a twist, opening. Exhale, hands to heart center. Left hand in front of left toes, right hand high for an opening. Exhale, back to center. One more time each side, option for a bind if that's in your practice. And back to center. And to the left. Back to center. From here, sticking both hands out in front of you, engage through both sides, both legs, ground down through both feet, and slowly start to bring your way all the way up into standing. For mountain pose, exhale, dive off the crest of your hips, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins or thighs. Exhale, forward fold. Start to bend deep in your knees, bringing your hips towards your heels, coming into cannonball. Option to wrap your arms around your shins, finding a little bit of last second balance. And then exhale, rolling back, coming straight into boat pose. Pausing here, draw belly button to spine. And on an exhale, start to lower halfway, coming into low boat. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, low boat. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, lower to low boat, hold. Pause for the inhale. And exhale, let it all the way out. From here, bend both of your knees, plant your feet at the bottom of your sit bones. Draw your right knee in towards your chest. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. And slowly start to pull your left knee towards your chest for reclined figure four. Breathing here. Option to rotate slightly side to side, finding the deepest stretch in your outer hip. Flex through both feet. Option to straighten through the left leg. And work to keep your lower back engaged to the mat. And feel how that changes the sensation in your outer hip. Your next exhale, slowly start to release, bringing your left heel toward the mat. Pausing here, push your right hand into your right thigh for a little additional opening. And then exhale, bring your right foot down to the mat to meet your left. Inhale, draw your left knee to your chest. Exhale, cross your left elbow over your right knee, coming into figure four. Start to draw your right knee in, bringing your hands behind your right thigh, slowly pulling until you feel that stretch in your outer hip. Again, option to rotate side to side to find the most sensation in your hip. Grounding down through your sacrum, low back. Just breathe here. Option to straighten through the right leg. And on your next exhale, start to lower your right foot toward the mat. Take your left palm to the inside of your left thigh. Slowly traction out. Feel a little extra opening. And then exhale, release left heel to the mat. From here, walk your feet all the way up to your sit bones. Ground down evenly through both feet. Your knees towards the ceiling, engage through your thighs. Hands come down along your hips. On an inhale, start to lift through your hips, coming into baby bridge. Always have the option for a block under your sacrum if you want a more restorative bridge today. Start to walk your shoulders underneath you, interlacing your fingers underneath your back. Draw your chest towards your chin away from your chest, engaging fully through your legs. Inhale, lift a little bit higher. Exhale, release your bind. Lower one vertebra at a time. Tailbone comes last. We'll do that 2 more times. Grounding down through both legs. On an inhale, lift through your hips. Start to walk your shoulders underneath your body, interlacing your hands under your hips. Engage through your inner thighs like you're holding a block. Lift a little bit higher through your hips. On an exhale, release your grip. Start to lower one vertebra at a time, all the way down. We'll do that 1 more time. This time, I encourage the option for the block if you're looking for a little bit more of a release in your low back. Inhale, lift your hips high. Option here to come into full wheel if that feels right for you today. Otherwise, using this opportunity to really engage through every muscle in your leg. And then exhale, release all the way down. Pause here. Start to windshield wiper your knees from left to right, right to left. Releasing through the low back and your hips. Pausing back at center. Draw both knees into your chest for a big hug. And then exhale, bring your left foot down to the ground. Cross your right knee over your left knee like you're sitting cross-legged in a chair. Draw your hips up and over to the left a little bit, and then let your knees fall to the right for a twist. If there's another variation of a supine twist that feels better for you and your body today, I encourage you to take that now. We'll stay here for a couple breaths. And inhale, start to draw your knees back to center. Switch legs, bringing your left knee over your right. Lift your hips, bring them slightly to the right, and let your knees fall to the left. Adjusting your shoulders so that both shoulders are planted firmly on the ground. Option to bring your gaze to the right. And again, finding any variation of this twist that feels best for you today. Inhale, bring your knees back to center for a big squeeze. And then exhale, release all the way out. Coming into your Shavasana. Option here to find pillows or blocks or any props you need to be comfortable in your Shavasana today. Start to release any remaining tension in your head, in your jaw, in your shoulders, in your hips, in your knees, and your ankles. And leave it all here on the mat. Slowly start to bring your attention back to your breath. Wiggling out through your fingers and your toes. Rolling out your ankles and your wrists. And slowly starting to bring your knees into your chest for a big squeeze. Rolling over to one side or the other, coming into fetal position with your arm underneath your head as a pillow. Slowly push your way into seated, keeping your eyes closed, bringing hands to the knees or to heart center. And before I leave you today, I've learned and been reminded many times that if we're unwilling to feel all of our feelings in an attempt to avoid the pain, we also cut ourselves off from the joy. In Glennon Doyles' new book, Untamed, she writes, "Since then, I've never been fine again, not for a single moment. I've been exhausted and terrified and angry. I've been overwhelmed and underwhelmed. I've been amazed and awed and delighted and overjoyed to bursting. I have been reminded constantly, this will pass, stay close. I have been alive." As you move off the mat today, I encourage you to carry this concept with you. Stay close. Don't back away, don't put up walls or look the other direction. Lean in, tear down the walls, stare unblinkingly, stay close. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Namaste. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for coming, Gary.